John, thank you very much for your time. We go ahead now to the Derby Festival in a couple of days' time. Are you optimistic of your chances?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a lot more contentious race than people are seeing it. I think there's a great deal of depth to it. We have the possibilities of supplements coming out of German Guineas. Very good horse from Ireland supplementing. A very good horse we haven't seen a bit, trained by Dermot Weld, owned by Sheikh Hamdan. And then we have a possible supplement from the Prix Greffel de Saint-Cloud race coming out of France. Look, there's a lot happening in the race. I think there'll wind up being great depth to it and an exciting field. And I think we'll see a very strong pace. I think Aidan will be keen to do that, and wouldn't be surprised if they didn't supplement a filly called Found.
And in terms of your contenders, we'll start with Golden Horn. We saw him today; he looked fantastic. What was your take of his performance here?
Well, he just came here, have a feel of the track and a day out, and he's only had 3 races in his life, so a little more experience is good for him. Same with Jack Hobbs, and they came here and had a nice look at the track and enjoyed themselves and had a feel of the hill and downhill left-handed, strange camber, all those things.
And in terms of the betting for the Derby, in particular focusing on Golden Horn, do you think he's rightly the 2-1 favourite for the Derby?
I think he's a bit short. Look, he's won the Dante, which everyone's seeing as the best trial, so that's fine. But there are a lot of other horses coming into play here. I think he deserves to be, along with 3 or 4 others, just shading favouritism, but I think 2-1 is pretty short.
And in terms of Golden Horn for the rest of the season, I know his owners are very keen for him to be a 10-furlong horse. That in mind, could you potentially see him as a Kipco Champion Stakes horse on British Champions Day?
I'd like to think a little more ahead of that and summer ground, and probably think of a race like the Eclipse, which would come a month after the Derby. If he was in good order, I think that would be a lovely race for him, stiff mile and a quarter. And then we'll see, and then there are wonderful races like the Jubbond International, that kind of thing. And then we're getting to the end of the year, you've got the Kipco Champion Stakes, but I think you have to be careful, one step at a time.
And your other Derby contender, Jack Hobbs, seemed to power away here from his stable rival. And what did you make of his performance? Well,
I did put him with a nice old steady boy called Mazako, who ran in the Queen's Vase last year, was beaten a nose here in a Derby trial last April over a mile and a quarter. He's a dear horse, but he wouldn't be a horse with gears. Jack's got gears, and I asked William just to let him stretch along here. I didn't want the other horse with his lead horse doing it, because Dick Dowdy Wiley can go a bit, I just didn't want them doing too much here and flying down the hill past the finish line. But I was delighted with the horse, and he did everything right.
And in terms of your fillies, you've equally got a strong hand in the Investec Oaks, in particular with Star Seville and Jazzy Top. What did you make of them today?
I was very pleased with them both. I just wanted them to stay together. That worked very well. They had a feel of the track, look at the track, feel of the camber, all of those games. You can't rehearse this at home. And I was very happy with both of them. I think they're lovely fillies. Neither of them is guaranteed to get a mile and a half, but I can't rehearse a mile and a half at home. You have to come here, find out, and if that's the case, we drop back to a mile and a quarter again. I think the fillies race has got bundles of depth. I was very taken with the Newbury winner, the Crystal Vader. I think she looked really, really very impressive. I think she's the type that just might come and win it all.
And in terms of the horses that ran here today, are you confident they'll be able to handle the undulations of Epsom?
Well, they've come and had a feel, and the jockeys have been happy with them. And I came here before with a very good filly, wound up winning 4 Group 1s, and he didn't feel she was at 1 on the track, so we didn't run her. So you come here to learn. But I got basically the thumbs up from all the jockeys. No, they felt good, handled the cam as well, and this is what we came to rehearse.